Hey guys! So, I did exactly what I said I wasn't going to do, and I completely just forgot about my blog while I was in Orlando, but anyone that is down there can kind of understand how that happens, and I got completely sidetracked and totally lost track of everything, and I would think of things, and I'm like, I need to blog about that, and then I would sleep, and that's something you'll do a lot. So I've had a lot of friends, and since applications and the whole application process is just wrapped up for fall 2014. God, that seems really long. Since that's all wrapping up now, I've had a couple of friends already be accepted. I've had people that have are in the application process right now. So like a couple people have like asked me different things. So I was like thinking today in class, because I wasn't paying attention to class, I was thinking about how I needed to start my blog back up and start answering some questions and kind of I don't know, start again. I feel like I have an experience and I should share it. I love to talk about it, and I feel like sometimes my friends get a little sick of me talking about it because I like write all my papers about it and give all my speeches about Disney and all this crazy stuff. So, I think I'm just going to start off with my newest segment on just kind of my opinion on my CP. And everyone's CP is different. Everyone has different challenges, has different roommates, has different things that go along with their CP. So this is my opinion. Take it at face value. It's just one person's. I just figured that I would put mine out there because I watched so many people's their stories and everything. So figured I would share mine. The first thing I'm going to talk about that I think had a different effect on my CP is like other people's, because I had watched and a lot of people are concerned about roommates. You may not be best friends with your roommates. I wasn't best friends with my roommates. We had different personalities, I guess I will say. So I think that's one thing that like haven't gone to the CP yet, and I know that one thing that you're concerned about is going to be your roommates. I watched so many videos about it, read so many surveys, and I was like, I'm going to be best friends with my roommates, and it's going to be awesome, and we're going to have so much fun together. And so I picked 3 girls, and we were so excited, and we ended up just didn't work. Like, not that there was anything wrong, like I did anything wrong, they did anything wrong, it just didn't work. And one of them ended up self-terming like right after we got there, and we got another one, and she was awesome, and we got along really well, and we ended up like moving rooms around. So I guess what I'm trying to say is don't worry about your roommates. If you pick them before and you go through dorms, that doesn't mean you're going to be best friends. And if you don't pick them and you get there, that doesn't mean you're going to hate them, because I knew groups of girls that didn't know each other until the day they got there, and they were grouped together and loved each other. I mean, there's also, you're living with girls. It's going to be hard. You're living with people. The minimum amount is one other person, but you're still sharing a room. And if you're there, I was fall advantage. So I was there for 8 months, and like, you're just like, I need my space. Like, it's hard. So I think that was one thing that I did not know going into it. I thought that me and my roommates were going to be best friends, and everything was going to be awesome, and we were going to do all this stuff. That wasn't the case. So there's that. There's my little reality for that one. Another thing is, if you were like me, you watch so many videos, you stalk the DCP hashtag, and you see all these fun pictures of people doing stuff and going out, and they're at the parks every day, and they're out every night, and they have so many friends, they're doing all this stuff. You're down there to work, and you're working. And I had quite a few like 13-hour days. I had a 15-hour day one day. Like, you're working. And I don't know who does it, because I had people during my CP, I would like follow them on Instagram, and I'm like, do you ever work? Do you go to work? Because I go to work, and I don't have pictures like that. I'm not going to character breakfast every morning, because for one, you're a CP, and you're making minimum wage, and you're paying for housing, and living in Orlando is expensive. It's expensive. So you're probably going to be pretty poor unless you have saved up a lot of money beforehand, which I highly suggest. That's the one thing that I wish I had done. I had saved a little bit of money, but I wish I had saved so much more, because there are going to be weeks where you're like, I don't want to work, and I'm going to get ERs every day, and I'm going to go to play in the park every day and eat park food, and then like the next week you're like, I have no money, where did it all go? So I think that is one thing that I would just say, like, don't go down there expecting that you're going to play in the parks every single day. You are going to play in the parks. You're going to have those days you have off, and you're going to go to the parks. But not every day, because you have to work. And sometimes it's really hard work, and sometimes you're working really long hours. And yeah, granted, like, it just depends on where you're working and what you're doing, but that's just my opinion. I thought I was going to go down there. I mean, I knew I had to work, but in my head, I was like, I'm going to play all the time. It's going to be fine. Not the case. I think the last thing I just kind of want to touch on is, like, do stuff. Because I didn't. And I mean, I did. I have a lot of great memories going to breakfasts, spending all day in the park, going bowling and stuff. But I also spend a lot of time, I think it depends on what your situation is like back at school. Like if you live at home, then this is like a fun, exciting thing, you're living on your own. Like I lived 5 hours away from home when I'm at school, so I was already used to being away from my family, so I kind of miss my life with my friends because that's what I had. And I would like get these Snapchats of my friends like back at school doing all these fun things, and I'm like, I'm at work. And then I kind of sound like a brat because I'm like, I work at Disney World, but I was like kind of miserable because I wanted to be back at home with my friends, like going to football games and stuff. So I think my main thing for that is just go out. You only have a short amount of time. If you're Fall Advantage, you're there for 8 months and it will fly by. Do every single thing you can. If you're only there for fall, you're only there for 4 months, and that one flies by. I couldn't tell you. I blinked and August and December was over because it's the busiest time because, well, kind of. Christmas is the busiest time, but you blink and it's over. And there's so many things I wish I would have done. So many places I wish I would have eaten at. So many things I wish I could have done. So I'm not saying go out and get drunk every night, especially if you're underage, because Disney takes that extremely seriously. But like, don't brush it off like, I'm tired. Yeah, you might be tired, and there are times that you need to get your sleep, but like, if your friends want to stay up and watch a movie, go with them, because you're going to miss them. If you want to go bowling, go. If you want to go eat somewhere, go. Do it. Go watch the fireworks every single night. Like, I know it gets old, and you see them every day. I watched Illuminations, probably like 9,000 times because for 2 months straight I worked at Epcot, pretty much closing every night, and I watched Illuminations so much I can like say it to you, but I would still kill to see that show because it's magical, and I can't now, but you guys can when you're there, and so do it every night. Go see the fireworks, go do something every single night. I don't care what time you get off, even if it's going to Steak and Shake or something, do it, because you will regret not doing it when you leave. That was another thing that I didn't think I was going to regret, not doing things. So make a list and do everything on your list. So that's just kind of my 3 main points that I think I was going to hit on, just to kind of give a little like, this is my experience information, I guess, in case anyone wanted it for their CP. And so congratulations to everyone that has been accepted already. I know that waiting is really hard for people that are still waiting to hear. If you still haven't even had your interview yet, good luck. Oh my gosh, I wish I could tell you everything, every piece of advice that I have, but I don't even know how helpful that would be. But best of luck, and really and truly, it's a magical journey. I don't want anyone to ever think that I'm ungrateful for my opportunity that I had. I talk about it in every single class now. I've given like 3 speeches on it just from the semester that I've been back. I've written 2 papers. Like, it changed my life. So I think I'm actually going to start back making, hopefully, I have 2 jobs right now, so I'm a little crazy, but hopefully I can make weekly vlogs. I'm going to start talking about like crazy things like phone interview tips, check-in, your first week traditions, like just crazy things that I think you should do. I'll make a list. I had a list, a bucket list that I checked off, so I'm going to actually make a video about that. But thanks. I just thought I would update you guys, and again, I apologize that I lied to you and told you that I was going to actually make a vlog when I didn't, and I got sidetracked. So hopefully you'll forgive me for that, and hopefully you'll stay tuned, and best of luck on your journey.